Good morning all, and welcome to what is a absolutely beautiful morning here back in the Lake District. Now, it's often said the combination of hiking mixed with good landscape photography is often a difficult thing to achieve if, like me, the purpose is aimed more towards reaching the destination rather than in pursuit of the photograph. Occasionally, however, there are times where the hiking brings you to moments where you are rewarded, times where the conditions make you stop and let the photography become priority. The day started very well and ended with the same smile.
You join me on a very cold April morning back in the Lake District. I'm just having to shield my microphone because the rain isn't here, but the wind has not gone away. In fact, I'm facing it now, so let's just turn around. So the sun is in my eyes. Yes, absolutely freezing. Minus 1.5 my car is showing on the way up here. At one point it was minus 3. So yeah, it's going to be a cold one. I'm just about to head into the sun, so hopefully it will warm up slightly. In terms of the conditions, it's a beautiful, beautiful blue sky day. There's not a cloud in the sky, which isn't obviously any good for photography. Just checking, am I overexposed with face? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this moment in time it's not a good photography day, so I'm just going to enjoy the hike. Later on, however, around midday, I'm hoping for some oncoming rain, believe it or not, light rain. It is predicted to cloud over slightly, so hopefully we'll get a bit of mood. A couple of fells today with the option to extend it maybe to see how the day goes about. Yeah, the option to add another basically walk onto today's walk. What I do, I plan ahead. I'm back in the northern region of the Lake District. The fells I'm hoping to do today start with our Great Calva and then on to Knott, and there might be another couple of fells I can link on to that in pretty close vicinity. We will have to see, but it's absolutely freezing. Right, I'm going to carry on onto the hike and see what the day brings. I just have to pull over to this piece to camera and just to try and share the absolute beauty which is around me. The wind has subsided. It's very gentle. Perhaps that's because I'm in a valley and it will all change once I get to higher ground. The sun is out, as you can see, and it's give me a sense of well-being. It really is a wonderful moment. It's so peaceful as well. There's no one around. I'm basically on the Cumbrian Way, heading towards Skiddaw House. You can just see there the back of Glen Cathra, and further on there's going to be Skiddaw as well. So you've got some quite high mountains in close vicinity. There is a little dusting of snow there on top of Glen Cathra, so I'm hoping for the same on Skiddaw. Skiddaw should be, because it's what's the 6th highest mountain in the Lake District. A little bit of a breeze there, but not to worry. So yeah, Cumbrian Way. I'm heading west towards Great Calva. Now Great Calva sits just under 700 metres, and from there I'm going to head northeast towards Knott. I may add on a couple of fells. I'll talk to you about that once I get to the top of Great Calva, because you know, it's been 6 months more or less, with the exception of last week since I went on a long hike. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here. You've got a lovely meandering stream, the river called Coldew, nice S-bend. It's a blue sky day. There's a cloud just kissing the top of Great Calva, and they're just approaching Blencathra as well. As I said before, I'm hoping there'll be a better mood developing as the day goes along. But yeah, it is absolutely wonderful. In terms of equipment today, let me just talk about the fact that I'm only bringing one camera body, and that's the Canon R6, which I'm filming with today. When I first thought about purchasing the R6, I always wanted a hybrid camera, something which will give me stills in addition to video as well. The Canon M50 is going, so it should make life slightly easier for me. In terms of lens, there we go. It's a formal introduction to the Canon RF70-200 f4.lis. I didn't show you this last time I was here. I put it to the test, a couple of shots last time you saw me, and hopefully I'm going to do the same today. What this will open up for me is obviously more handheld capabilities, 5-stop image stabilization, and that in addition to the 3-stop IBIS on the R6 should allow me to play with some slower shutter speed, which in return will mean a lesser ISO, and in return again will lead to better quality images or less grain. To be fair, the sensor on this R6 will allow you to go up ISO, I haven't really tested it, but I reckon about 1600, 3200 without any detriment to the image quality. So yeah, hoping to use that again today. I'm keeping the lens hood on, one, because it's sturdy and it looks damn good. Secondly, it will hopefully shield some sun, so to avoid some lens flare. In addition to that, I've also got the beast with me. This is the RF600. This will open up a lot of opportunities. In terms of distance, obviously bringing things in closer. So you're hoping to use that. It is light, just what, a bag of sugar, 1 kilogram. So yeah, those are the two lenses, and I've got the 24-105 as well, which I usually use for videography, and also give me another option for some wide angle shots as well. Right, okay, I'm going to crack on. So I'm just continuing on the Cumbrian Way. That lump there is Great Calva. That's my first destination. Bit of a steep ascent going on there as well. The reason I've stopped is potentially there's a composition. See the fern tree there, the lower left hand side, and then in the background you've got repetition of other fern trees scattered. Then beyond that you've got Skiddaw and a Little Man. The light isn't good, plus bit of an imbalance going on. Wouldn't really make a good frame at all. It's leaning more to the right hand side, but look at that, that's a good sign. A nice cloud forming. Is that the start of the moodage? More going over there. I believe that's launch scale, that peak. Look at that cloud there, that's coming in. So let's crack on. Let's do that again. I don't want my stilettos. Right, okay, this I believe is the start of my 300 metre ascent to the top of Great Calva. On the map it looks fairly steep, so I've taken in some water now. I'm on a muesli bar just to give me some energy, and from there, all being well, the photography will begin, because we've got some clouds slowly building and rolling in. So I've made it to the top of Great Calva. I'm currently sat in a windshield because, as expected, the wind has picked up and the chill factor is quite ferocious. Actually, it's really biting. Now I've made a decision that I'm going to link two walks together. The route I'm on, or the intended route, was to do Great Calva and the Knott, but I've looked and there are two other fells which are in close proximity, which is Pike and Carrock Fell. So that's what I'm going to do. So 4 fells today, all being well. Photography wise, the light is quite harsh. I am looking at some panoramic options towards Blencathra. The problem is that the sun is directly over the mountain, so if I'm going to include the clouds, put it one way, it will make it quite difficult. But there are other options, I'm sure. I'm just going to grab a coffee and have a bit of a rest for the time being. So I'll do my best trying to talk my way through this simple composition, really, which I spotted from as I was descending from Great Calva. I spotted this patch of water, and I love how it's broken up by these tufts of grass. Bit of repetition going on. What I've done, I've ensured that the body of water is fully enclosed in the frame. You'll see that in the image. The video is slightly cropped in, I believe, so it might appear that some edges lost. But yeah, basically ensure all the water is in the frame, and then that takes the eye up to skid up. Some lovely patches of light going on as well. I went up close because basically the water is frozen over, looking for some nice patterns, but nothing really took my fancy. I just stepped back and thought, well, that works, and so here we are. Lovely light going across it. The cloud is building up, which is obviously helps, but I'll tell you what, the wind chill is ferocious. Anyway, I'll show you this one, then we'll continue the hike up to the Knott.
I watched as a band of rain hail started to move across the Stowaway Firth. At first I thought it was moving from east to west, but quickly realised it was heading towards me and gaining strength as I struggled to keep the camera steady in the prevailing wind. I knew this was the storm that I had been waiting for. I quickly changed to a longer lens to capture more close-up footage of the outlines of the Skiddaw Massif. Back again to the wider lens, showing the grasses dance frantically with the now shrouded mountain profiles. This is exactly the mood that I love. Like a woodland in fog, the mountains were simplified, allowing to capture the shapes, layers and bring atmosphere to my photography. The show had to end, and as I stood watching the storm move further south, I knew then that I had had my photography moment of the day, and if the day had to end there, I would leave with a very happy man. I enjoyed a moment of reflection, and it was now time to move on. It was a day where I was blessed with some of the most exciting conditions I'd witnessed that seemed to just go on and on. This is why I love the Laken Fells. Here I am again, sat down in a wind shelter. I'm at the top of High Pike. I've one more fell to do today, which will be my 4th fell of the day, and it will be my 200th Wainwright, and that fell will be Carrock Fell. What an absolute stunning day this has been. There's many reasons I love the Lake District, but this is one of them, and it ranks at the top for me. You just don't know what you're going to get. So unpredictable. The storm came and I saw it coming towards me, and I thought, I'm either going to get drenched and it's going to be a whiteout, or I'm going to get some good photography. Thankfully we got the latter. So pleased. Use all my lenses, mainly 24 105, and also put to use the 70 to 200. Absolutely loved it. Right, okay, I'm gonna head off to my last fell of the day. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like. I don't mention that often. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it. It helps the channel. Okay, until next time, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.